So there we are, my friends. We've now drained half of the Ocean Monument base area. Not including the interior of the monument itself, that is. Hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. There are, of course, a few more to come as we continue to drain out the Ocean Monument. For now, though, I want to welcome you back to another episode here of Pythoncraft. I do hope you are all having a lovely day. Thank you so much for all of your lovely support throughout this series. Now, do you want to know something crazy, my friends? We still don't have a reliable food source in this game. I have run out of potatoes, I've run out of hay bales for bread, and I am down to this lone golden carrot. Today, we're going to do something about that. You might think that I'm going to go ahead and make a large area into farmland and we go about getting food that way. But no, what we're actually going to do is we are going to make ourselves a mini villager trading hall. You may recall we went ahead and we trapped ourselves another villager. It has since been cured, and as you can see, this guy has become an armorer. However, because we have not traded with this guy, his profession can change. And eventually, I want to make this guy into a farmer, and then we can buy golden carrots as our permanent food source. I feel like it's been a little bit since we added a new build to our settlement here. But yeah, today we're going to get right back to it. We're going to be needing a bunch of tuff, a bunch of wood, some iron bars, and all that kind of stuff. Hang on a minute, I've just realized something. We've been draining our Ocean Monument base area, and occasionally I've had to kill guardians. So yeah, as a result, we actually do have a little bit of a source of food. It's probably not going to last all that long, but it only needs to last until we get this building set up and we've got our farmer villager leveled up to the maximum. Besides, this golden carrot is probably better suited towards making night viz potions, so yeah, that can go in the chest for now. And for now, I can nom on some fishies. There we are. Finally, max hunger. So you've seen me build in this style in this settlement here several times over. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of a step-by-step. We're going to start up with the foundation pillars. Foundation pillars are down. We can now begin on the wood and iron bar walls. Now we strip all of these oak logs. Now we make this thing look like a jail by adding these iron bars. And to make it feel even more like a jail, we're going to add a nice secure iron door to the front here. I mean, I'm not actually wanting to make this into a jail. I just want to make sure that my villagers within this place are nice and safe, you know? I ain't about to have those zombie sieges spawn on in and ruin my villagers' lives. Am I the only one who's feeling like what would be a cool idea is if I was to make this into a 2-story building and then we have like a little bit of a viewport on the second floor so we can look upon our guardian base area? I think that'd be really cool. The only thing is I don't have enough resources to do that. I'm gonna need to chop up a whole bunch more trees. So I've done a bunch of wood chopping. I've got myself 2 and a bit stacks now, which is awesome. And now what's happened is my creeper brothers have decided to take it upon themselves to move in to my villager hall. Oh, how fun. The place has been up barely 5 minutes and they've already decided to move in. Just unbelievably disgusting behavior. Go on, get out of here, man. Right, where's your bro? Go on, get out of here. Go on, bye-bye. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We have basically like half of a second floor to this place. And then we have like a very, very large sort of exterior bit here. Yeah, I don't know, it will certainly make it into a more interestingly shaped build. How exactly we're going to get all of this done and dusted to the point where I feel like it looks good, remains to be seen, I guess. For starters, I'm not entirely sure that I'm liking this rough diorite. I think it looks a little bit unsightly. Also, this area here, which is basically the main entrance, it looks a little bit sort of skew with. I mean, we've got 3 sections here compared to only 2 large sections at the back here. So that's something else I need to try to work around. Give it enough time and enough revisions, and I imagine we'll have something that looks at least somewhat respectable. Blimey, O'Reilly does this look rough around the edges. But now that we've got the walls in for sort of the top half floor, I think this place is starting to take shape quite nicely. We've still got some iron bars left, so we might as well go ahead and get those bad boys placed in. What the heck is going on here? The rain starts and the zombies come with it. I'm so confused. I mean, I thought zombie sieges were supposed to prioritize where the villagers are. Not me! What the heck? Ah, well, zombie invasion or not, it ain't gonna stop me making progress with our villager trading hall here, so let's keep on going. Right, so that's that bit done. We could probably get away with adding in the slabbed part of the roof, and yes, we are using regular diorite for this part. It's just the sort of area down here, you know, the little walk viewpoint area. I want to replace this with a slightly better looking resource, but when it comes to the roof, yeah, the normal diorite seems to be alright. And I've now run out of diorite, so I guess I'm gonna have to head back down underground. I think the first thing I want to do, though, is have myself a bit of a snooze, if I can, before I die. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? The good news is, most of them are burning up, so, yeah. Oh, good grief, there's one of my brothers in the mix as well. Ah, yes, diorite galore. Look at the size of this diorite vein. I never thought I'd be so excited to see a vast vein of diorite. But here we are! A world first! Well, for me, anyway. Yeah! See, now it's starting to get somewhere, isn't it? The next thing I think I need to do is messy up the pillars. We're still working with only regular tuff here, so rather similar to all the rest of the builds. Yeah, we need to messy everything up. So let's get that done next, shall we? So how about this for our little viewpoint area, eh? As you can see, I've got myself some lampposts placed down, so we got a little bit of light up here, which is lovely. I've decided to add in these little trapdoor window shutter things for a little bit of detailing. And then we've got the entrance into this thing. This is going to open up pretty much straight away to a staircase going down to the first level. We're not going to bother adding a second story. We're just going to have ourselves a nice airy feel in here, basically. That's what we're going to go for. So I think one of the next things we should do is probably sort of smooth out the rough edges on the interior here, and then we try to determine where all of the villager areas are going to be. So for example, how it's going to work is this is going to be the villager area, this is going to be their workstation, and then presumably this would wind up being like a walkway of some description. We literally only need 2 blocks for each villager. So again, we could have another villager here. Then on the opposite side, we could do the same. So that'll be a villager area. This would be a villager area. Then on the back side here, oh, we could fit loads in, my friends. And checking it out from afar, yeah, this place is starting to take shape really nicely. I'm really loving the balcony, veranda, whatever you want to call it, the viewpoint. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? It almost looks like a luxurious house. Alrighty, so the next thing we're doing is adding in the floor. We're actually going to introduce a new block into the palette here, but don't worry, it's not gonna be this unsightly normal birch wood. No. We're gonna go ahead and strip this, and then we're gonna have ourselves a nice, brightly colored checkerboard pattern floor. Alright, my friends, a little bit of a progress update regarding the interior of our trading hall here. We've got ourselves the staircase going up to the second layer now, which is awesome. For the floor, we have gone for some more stripped birch. I thought that looked quite nice. And yeah, as for sort of smoothing everything out, I think we're not doing too bad. Right, we could probably do a little bit of a something with the under the stairs area here. That's still looking maybe a little bit rough around the edges. But yeah, as for the top layer, I have decided to add in some grass blocks, basically plant boxes. We're going to add ourselves in some nice tall flowers, maybe some long grass, stuff like that, just to add a little bit of nature to the area. As for this very, very large wall here, I don't really know just yet. Maybe just some paintings? I mean, in one of the 1.20 or 1.21 updates, there was a whole bunch of new paintings added. It would certainly go a decent amount of way to hiding these blocks here, because, yeah, I don't know, this just looks a little bit weird. Correct me if I'm wrong as well, but I'm pretty sure that you can now get different sizes of paintings now as well. So how's about we go ahead and experiment with them? Wow, that is absolutely bleeding enormous. That is a 4x4 painting. And it is rather marvelous, isn't it? But yeah, I want to go for maybe some slightly smaller ones. If there's a 3x3 one that exists, oh, there is. Then yeah, that would work pretty nice. I wonder what other 3x3 ones there are. Ooh, that's kind of nice. What about again? Is there only 2 of them? Oh no, there's this one here. Oh, I think this is the one, my friends. Oh, hey, check this out. There's actually a little bit of room back here. Huh. Maybe we could have like a little crafting table, a tiny mini utility area. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but you can never, ever have too many utility areas. There we are. A nice little decorative painting area. Do you know what? I think that looks pretty good. I'm definitely down with that. Right, now what I'd like to do is add in maybe some double tall flowers, maybe some long grass on these planter box type things, and then I think we'll just about be good, aside from figuring out what to do with this sort of under the stairs area. A rose bush or 2, maybe a lilac or 2, maybe a couple of sunflowers, and finally some lovely peonies. There we are. The planter boxes have been populated, and they are looking rather marvelous now, aren't they? Turns out this whole under the stairs dealio and sort of bulking up the sides of the stairs to make them a bit more safe, it's taken up a bit more space than I initially thought, so might have to jiggle around with the villager areas a little bit more. Maybe we only have 1 in each of these corners here. I mean, to be honest, I don't really need a great deal of villagers. I mean, for example, we only need, what, 1 farmer villager, and then we have infinite access to golden carrots as a food source? What we do need to try and figure out is what kind of villagers and what kind of trades we want to have in all of the other spaces. We have 6 more spaces. A Fletcher villager definitely springs to mind. Selling sticks to get a supply of emeralds is always a good shout. We already have a mending villager, of course, but unbreaking, I think that'd be another one to try and get. So that leaves us with 4 more villagers we need to try to sort out. For now, though, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get the farmer villagers sorted out. And then, yeah, we'll have infinite access to golden carrots as our food. But before we do that, I'm thinking some exterior lighting might be in order, rather similar to the little storage factory over there. I'm thinking maybe some fences with some lanterns dangling off of them might be a pretty good way to go. And just like that, lighting has been added for the exterior. It really does go a long way to making your builds look good, doesn't it? Adding exterior lighting, having it glow up nicely in the dark. I mean, if we look at it from afar, yeah, it's looking real nice now. So check it out, folks. We have this thing nicely decorated. We've got iron bars in between each of the villagers. These torches represent where the workstations are going to go. The glowstone is where the villager itself is going to go. And I've done something similar on the corner ones over here as well. We've got a fletching table down in preparation for the Fletcher villager. And of course, we've got the composter down for the farmer. Oh, hey there, buddy. What you got for me? Cherry saplings. Vines. Hey, that's not too bad, actually. I don't think we have cherry saplings just yet. So actually, those could wind up being super clutch. Yeah, we don't have any. Oh, I see. Bringing your creeper friends with you, are you? Eh? Is that how it's gonna be? You should consider yourself lucky that you've got good trade. Otherwise, I would have totally sent you back to trading school and I would have robbed your llamas and your leads. Turns out I didn't already have vines, so there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and now I've got myself a nice variety of saplings to place down. So we'll do a few of these, and then we've got an oak one, and then a mangrove one. Yeah, buddy. So, with all of that done and dusted, it is now time to start populating this place. Well, I say populate it. We're only going to put one in here for today, and then, hopefully, we get lucky enough to maybe find some zombie villagers that spawn on in. We cure them, and then we get them within their places in here. For now, though, we have a villager in a boat, and somehow we need to get him in that place up there, and genuinely, I feel like the best way of doing it may actually be to use minecart rails for once. Frankly, I just cannot be bothered with the frustration of moving the villager using workstations and all that. Ooh, really? Those are our final 32 firework rockets. Yikes. Do I have any gunpowder? Yes, I do, but not actually a great deal. Well, I think I know what we're going to be doing next, my friends. We need to make ourselves a fireworks factory, don't we? Oh, what is this? This is hilarious. The drone is getting spat at by the llamas. Oh, I just ended his misery. Nothing worse than getting spat at multiple times in a row. Although, then again, he's the drowned. He should be used to being, you know, wet. Alright, the rail has been set up. Now, somehow, I need to get the villager in the minecart. Go on, get in the cart. What the heck is wrong with you? Get in the cart. Dude, seriously? What is wrong with this? Oh, wait. Hang on. We just did it. There we go. Oh, finally. Right, come on. Follow the rail and drop yourself in there. Okay, fan-dabby-dozy. Right, I should now be able to put down that. I should also be able to start getting rid of some of these here rails. And just to ensure this guy doesn't get out, I'm going to do a little bit of that. Also, I need to ensure that he won't sort of escape diagonally. I think he might, you know. So I think I might need to do a little bit of that. We need him to stay in his space when I get rid of the minecart. F3B so we don't accidentally hit the villager. Boom. Hey! We did it! We did it! Now for a little bit of Operation Tidy Up, folks. Alright, there we are. Operation Tidy Up is a success, and we now have a villager within our new villager trading hall. Hey, you've changed profession as well. Absolutely lovely. Right, okay, so what kind of trades do we want to have? Do we want to have carrot trades, wheat trades, potato trades? I think ideally what I'd like is carrot and potato trades. Only you get multiple carrots per harvest, don't you? Whereas wheat, you only ever get one per harvest. So I think carrots and potatoes would be a far better way to go. Right, so we need to now grab ourselves some carrots and potatoes. We do have ourselves access to a decent amount of bones and thus bone meal. I should be able to get that done and dusted pretty easy like. So there we are with the carrots, and there we are with at least some potatoes. Here we are, two-handed action, folks. Should be able to get ourselves loads and loads of trading resources doing this. Question is, just how much villager XP are we going to get with each trade? Oh, that's not bad. I think that's what, maybe 5 trades? And we should be good. All right, there you go, buddy. What are you going to have as trades on your next level? Hey, this guy buys pumpkins. Only 1 for an emerald. Dude, if we make ourselves like a full auto pumpkin farm, we are going to be absolutely rolling in emeralds, aren't we? The good news is I actually have some pumpkins. Oh, that's going to give a lot of XP. All right, let's do 6, and then we will go ahead and try to fill up this guy's XP just a little bit more. Oh, no way. This, my friends, I think is what I call a VIV, very important villager. So not only do we have both carrots and potatoes being bought by the villager and them providing us with emeralds, but they will also buy pumpkins and melons from us. Dude, this is brilliant. All right, well, let's go and sell a whole bunch more. Do we want to get ourselves some cookies? Yep, I most certainly do. What are you going to provide on your next level? Ooh, sauce stews. Should we play the lottery and see what we get? Sure, why not? All right, and ladies and gentlemen, finally, there we have it. Access to golden carrots for our food source. Oh, your boy is happy right about now. All right, playing the lottery. What are we going to have? Oh, it's poison. Ah, gee whiz. Oh, the llama spitting walls are starting to heat up. There are now 2 enemies after them. Oh, blimey O'Reilly. So, with a new trading hall set up, a villager in there, and our episode goal done of getting ourselves an infinite source of golden carrots as our food source, yeah, we're looking pretty good, aren't we? Of course, we're not quite done with this build. We are most definitely going to go ahead and work on the exterior. I'll probably do that as part of the next episode. Basically, just try to implement this build into the town a bit better with the usage of a whole bunch of trees and nature and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for now, it is time to wrap up today's episode. And of course, to wrap up the episode, we usually shout out some donos and the comments of the day. So we've got Dylan Scott with the $5 donations. This is the last episode. We've got Kay Raffi with the 40 Indian rupees. Thank you very much for that, Kay Raffi. And we've got Dylan Scott again coming in with another $2 dono since the last episode. Thank you so much, you two. I really, really do appreciate that support. And that, of course, leaves us with the comments of the day. Mr. OMG says, times where insta-mining wasn't a thing. That was something we were talking about in the last episode, of course. Yeah, remember the time when redstone took ages to mine and it yielded 1 dust? Oh, man, were those the dark times, weren't they? Redstone took absolutely ages to mine. Furnaces took an absolute age to mine as well. I don't recall redstone ever only dropping 1 dust, though. That might be even before my time. I started playing in Alpha 1.2.5, which I think was back in November 2010. So maybe there was a time before then when redstone ore only yielded 1 dust, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe my memory is a little bit hazy there. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go and research it real quick, just so I'm not being a big old doofus. Interestingly, having looked at the wiki, there's nothing to suggest that redstone ore ever dropped only 1 redstone dust at a time. But yeah, I certainly do remember redstone ore taking an absolute age to mine back in the days. So yeah, just another one of the many things that this game has changed over the years for the better, quickening the time in which you can mine up redstone ore. So yeah, very good stuff. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, it's time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Drop a like if you have. Subscribe if you don't want to miss out on my future content. But for now, that'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your lovely support as well. I very much appreciate it. And I shall see you folks in the next episode. Bye-bye!